gradar.
Hi, my name is Philip, and I'm the founder and CEO of gradar. So today I'm going to give you a quick demo, a quick tour of the gradar system. The team asked me to keep it concise and stick to a 10-minute time frame. I'll try, but no promises here. So I'm going to share my screen now. And this is exactly what would happen if we met in real time. When we talk about gradar, we talk about a point vector-based job grading system, or in other words, an analytical job evaluation system. This type of job evaluation is needed to be in compliance with pay equity and equal pay legislation in several places around the globe. We do this by giving you 4 career tracks. We have individual contribution, project management, and people management in parallel with a total of 25 grades. So this is what we see down here. And a great overlap between career paths. And this overlap ensures that we can evaluate jobs in any kind of organization, be it a classic hierarchical organization or a de-layered agile organization. And on top of it all, we have our executive levels. And executive levels are up to 16. And here jobs are evaluated based on their input as well as on scoping factors of the organization. So a CEO job will have different levels between 2 and 16, for example, depending on the size of the organization. But this shall be it when it by looking at PowerPoint, and let's jump into the actual grading system. So gradar is a web-based application. There's no legacy system, and this is what you will get when you use the system. There are some very powerful features in here. So we have a distinction in reports, in analytical capabilities, and in configuration of several aspects of the system. Let me tell you a little bit about the configuration options. So here we are able to, well, configure the system according to the needs of our users. And this means we are able to add variables that will help us to sort and filter job grading results. But there are also locations and populations in here to manage market data from salary surveys, to manage compensation models like pay bands or pay groups, or to manage the upload of employee salary data that then enables analytical capabilities in terms of gender pay gap analysis, compensation analysis, comparison analysis, etc. One of the main outcomes of any type of job evaluation is going to be your cross comparison. So a cross comparison is basically an overview of the jobs in your organization. So this comparison here shows not our grades, but a bespoke set of levels in the organization in this demo data. But I can easily switch back to our grade-based view, and this is always the original view that we would have in a project. So when you look at this, you can see that several jobs in grade 15 are on the same level, and they come from different career paths. They come from individual contribution, they come from people management, and they come from project management. And here on the horizontal axis, on the x-axis, you can see that those jobs come from different parts of the organization. When I scroll down to grade 12, I'm going to select my default demo job. And this is the job that I would always use, even if we meet in real life. So I click on the job profile, and what we see here is another tab-based view. So here we have a tab with a grading result, and this job was evaluated as an individual contributor in grade 12. There's some master data associated with this job. So there's title, a job code, which means we can use this code to synchronize the information from this job with your HRIS, be it Workday or SuccessFactors or Personio, Factorial, Efficient.io, or Sage. So whatever you have in use, it is quite likely that we're going to support a direct integration with your solution. And then here for the master data, there's not only the title and the job code, but also something that we call a global job family and your own bespoke job functions, job clusters that may have their own definition in here, or where we might even have a localized version. So here I'm looking at the Spanish version. So what is quite important to know is that when we look at our global job families, they all come with a summary and typical activities and some synonyms, and they help us with a couple of amazing features in the system. So the system combines job family and grading result and gives you job matches to compensation surveys. And anyone who has ever worked with a compensation survey knows what a hassle it can be to identify the appropriate job code from a compensation survey. And our AI does that for you. So we have a direct link between your internal job architecture and market-going job codes, so that when you have market data in the system, either obtained through us as part of our reseller relationships with vendors like Culpeper or local vendors like Lose in Germany, or you have obtained third-party data from our friends over at Redford, then you can upload this data and display this type of data on the job profile. So there's a direct link between your internal grading result and the market here. But we're also bridging the gap towards talent management by showing our users job-specific competencies with appropriate behavioral examples, which can be edited according to an organization's needs. And we have the ability to generate job descriptions based on the input from the grading exercise, as well as job title and global job family. And this is yet again another AI-based feature where you would get your general purpose of a job and a selection of main duties and responsibilities, together with technical skills and insights into communication requirements. So we are able to build a fully fledged job architecture that is fully bespoke without using any templates or any predefined stuff, but just the input from the organization. When we look at our analytical capabilities, there's a strong focus on compensation. So here we are looking at a gender pay gap analysis, where we have an unadjusted gender pay gap that is shown, which is, when we look at average, is close to 30%. We have insights into the demographic data, or what we also call our glass ceiling analysis, because you can see it quite nicely in this example. There are no female job holders above grade 12. So the glass ceiling is between 12 and 13. It's demo data, but it's the unfortunate reality in many organizations. We have insights into the distribution of salaries per grade, together with compa ratios and grade-specific gender pay gaps. And we have a very strong and powerful regression analysis in the system, or the adjusted gender pay gap, where the system will look into the relationship between grade and age and job family and length of service, or any combination thereof. So instead of looking at an unadjusted gender pay gap of 30% in this example, we are looking at an adjusted gender pay gap of less than 2% once you take into account certain factors. So this is a very powerful tool that helps you with your pay equity endeavor. And one other feature that I would like to show you is the compensation modeling piece. So here we have the option to create pay bands or pay groups once you have uploaded employee salary data or synchronized from your HRS. So here we basically combine the internal salaries with an internal median and percentile analysis, etc. And if you like, market data to come up with grade-specific or grade and job family-specific pay bands. And a pay band is basically an organization's own definition of willingness and ability to pay for jobs on a certain grade. And then the system will calculate costs to bring all outliers below up to minimum and to bring everybody up to midpoint. It will give us the number of outliers below and above pay bands. And it will also show us the distribution of salaries and will let us in detail work on midpoint differentials and spreads and number of segments, as well as variable pay, be it absolute numbers or percentages. So this is yet another very powerful feature that we have in the system, which is then also available as part of our comparatio analysis, where employee-specific data sets are compared against midpoint of a pay range, so that we get a midpoint comparatio, a salary range penetration value, and all of this is then available as a more dashboard-based view or a more aggregate view, so that we can understand the impact of pay bands and the position of employees that we have in them today. So yeah, that's my short overview. Well, it's about 11 minutes, not too bad. I hope to see you in person. Just schedule a demo from our website or sign up for the free trial. You're more than welcome to do this. And my colleagues and I will be happy to guide you through the system and answer any and all of your questions that you may have. Take care, have a good day, and stay safe. Bye-bye.
Gradar.